Alrighty, good morning, everybody. It is about 15 minutes past 7:30. Oops, I gotta mute that. There we go. Okie dokie. So I was looking at a few things this morning. Um, Well, actually, I wasn't looking at, but I am now. Oracle. That's up 32% right now. But we'll come back to that. There were some others that I was interested in the early market. Um, I posted about them in the Discord, so I'm gonna check my call out real quick. So one I was looking at was Galaxy, GLXY. Okay. Mm, that's a maybe. What was another one? I was looking at Resolve, RCLV. Okay, so when did that happen? What time was that? Let's see when it started. I'd say it started about there. Mm, okay, so it looks like it one day. Am I on the one day? Let's make sure I'm on the one day. Okay, so that actually looks um more like a upward trend. I mean, it all is, but it's past 24 hours. It looks like it's moving up. So that might be one I look at again today. Um, so we have news on PLTR. Uh, Thank Lori for the information. She's always really good about, providing a little bit of news about the market, what's going on, helping us make more informed trades. It's really nice having her in the group. It says PTLR is up. UNH pulling back may take a rest today, offering some nice ads. Thank you, Lori. Okay, so what was the other ones I was looking at? ADTX. ADTX. It's the last 24 hours. Okay, okay. There's no bids on it yet. 746. Okay, so according to the group, the VIX is falling, which we can always, check that, but they're good about information. I trust them. Um, okay, so ADTX, I kind of like in this one today. If it gets some buy over here, some bid, sorry, um, I'll take a little more interest in it. But for right now, just taking a peek at my call outs from earlier. PHIO. So I'm liking ADTX and PHIO more for scalp trade today, so those will probably be what I get into. But we're going to check some of the other stocks that were suggested to us today. Morning, Vix. Morning, Rat. Morning, Bew. Okay, so we're taking a peek at PLTR. Well, it's got some good movement upward. Some early morning interest. Not a lot, but some. And I'm sure that will change. Okay, so Oklo. That is one that has been discussion in the group. Haha. Okay, so if you've been watching the past couple of days, you would have seen this stock just take off. Um, oh, is it Oklo or was it? Okay, incorrect information. I believe I'm mistaken. I was referring to another ticker that starts with O. I'll point that stock out when we come across it later, though. Could have swore it was Oklo, though. Um, have a cat messing with my green screen. Okie dokie, so... Oh, Riot. Where did it go? I can see where oftentimes Riot would be good for a scalp, because it's got these sharp upward trends. But, I mean, it also has sharp downward trends, too, so... But I can definitely see where some of the other traders in the group are making money off of this stock. You just buy it here, you buy it there, couple bucks profit. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly pull up um, my thinkers or no trades. Yeah, thinkorswim. I have TradeStation as well, but right now I'm getting used to using Webull and thinkorswim so I can make better trades, so I don't lose all my money because of technical difficulties. Okay, and let's switch you guys over to thinkorswim so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, looking at the watch list. That's not showing me change right there. I'm just taking a look at the Bitcoin list that I have. Um, Seeing if there were any changes. Okay, okay. Looks like coin is down. Well, okay. I correct that statement. It's down from the high of what was that? 612? Yeah, so it's down from its little peak right there. But I mean, we're still above what day is this? Um, Okay, well we are still, like I said, it's still going up. I don't do a lot of bidding in Bitcoin, which I will. I will start messing with that a little more on stream for you guys. Um, but yeah, so it went up. Had a little spike right here. See, what was that by $2? So $3 took a $3 spike. So you could have profited $3 per share on that one if you had sold it right here. Honestly, selling it anywhere in here probably would have been good as long as you didn't buy it like right here. But even if you did, there was still room for profit. Okay, let's go back to Webull. Check the market again. Oracle, Nvidia. I have heard some news on Nvidia, but I have not researched it. So rather than give you guys improper information, I'm going to avoid saying that. But Nvidia did release earnings. When was that? Sorry, got a kitty kitty. Um, okay, so let's see, it's 7:54. This is my kitty. He likes stocks. Sometimes. Do you like stocks, buddy? Okay, go play. Or just hang out back there. Whatever. Don't do it. Hang on, guys. Mm. Okay, I'm back. Blurry. There we go. Yeah, so that's Prince-topher. He's actually not our fattest cat. Um, I'll show you. Ooh, look at that. Look at you moving. NVIDIA. So we're on paper trading right now. Um, Price alert, NAK. Ooh, hey, no, we're gonna look at NAK. Uh, um, I'm invested in that one. So, what? Ah, look at you. Okay, moving up. No, do some more. Do something else. Okay. Sorry, I got a price alert. Had to check that one. Um, how we're looking at Oracle, I think is what we had up. No, it wasn't Oracle. But what are we doing? 1,316. Let's sell interest. Mm, I think actually we had a no. It wasn't NVIDIA. That doesn't matter. Let's go back to Oracle. It's moving. Pot stocks move after news of Republican-backed legalization. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I saw that yesterday they were moving upward a little bit. I'm readjusting my chat, moving my chat over so I can actually read it. NAK, is there life after death? EPA news. So I'm not ready to jump in this trade yet. So actually, I do want to go ahead. That's a good point. I do want to check the EPA news on NAK. Mm. So we're going to go to the Northern Dynasty website. So it's northerndynastyminerals.com. That's where we're going to be getting our information. Timeout. What do you mean? Okay, we're gonna try. It's not gonna let me. Why isn't it gonna let me? Okay, let's go to this one. I'll pop it up once you can see. Oh, August 7th update. Okay, so let's switch over to stock news. Um, okay, so I thought we were in September. PLTR adding to watch list. Was that did you call that one out this morning or was that Lori? This is August 7th. Doesn't look recent. Am I in the wrong month? Is it August? Hang on, guys. I'm having a moment. Oh, it's September. I am not crazy. Okay. NAK stock news today. It's just gonna give me pricing. We'll do NAK EPA stock. EPA news, not stock news, because we need to know how the Pebble project is going. Because that's going to affect whether this stock goes up or not. Well, like straight up. Uh, NAK EPA. Because if I type stock news, it's going to bring up all the stock information and all that, but I need to see what's going on in the legal grounds here. And I'm in front, so I'm gonna move my camera over real quick, so that I'm not in the way of this. And apologies for the adjustments on stream. So, nope. Okay. Okay, so we got it. All right. Not in the way. Nope. Okay, we can see. Okay, so stock quote history news. I mean, Yahoo Finance might have the answer I'm looking for. 21 days ago, Dynamity Minerals files petition to overturn Pebble Mine project veto. Okay, well we knew about that before. I need to see if there's been um any rulings on that. No, that's 21 days ago. It's not gonna have a ruling. Latest news, August 7th. Well, let's just look and see what this has to say. Okay, August 7th. Uh, I can read this page word for word. Um, and I'm going to move me back over here and just have two screens so that I can just quickly swap back and forth. There we go. Okay, maybe a little more out of the way. There we go. Okay, so according to the Northern Dynamity Minerals website, the latest release on here was August 7th. It says Northern Dynamity Minerals, and it's 100% U.S. owned based subsidiary Pebble Limited Partnership. Provide an update on veto removal negotiations with the U.S. government and on recent order by Judge Gleason in the Alaska Federal District granting our motion to set a summary judgment briefing schedule for good cause shown. So, from what I have read about all of this, they were vetoed um, in an attempt to, the way they worded it is preserve the beauty of Alaska. And I'm down for that, absolutely. But this is a territory of the United States that is not in the United States, technically. I mean, we own it, it's ours, our people live there, but um, so I would like to see the U.S. benefit from some of our resources in our own territories. We can continue. We continue to have active negotiations with government officials regarding the withdrawals of the illegal Obama/Biden era veto, said Thiessen, um, the CEO and president of NAK. It's too early to tell whether these efforts will land, but we remain optimistic that the discussions continue to be fruitful and lead to a rational resolution. I'll do a quick skim on this and see if there's anything relative. You all are welcome to read along with me. Unless you want to hear me read the whole thing. Sure, that wouldn't be very fun though. Okay, just going back and checking the chat. Yeah, so since I'm not really finding a whole lot on NAK news right now, we're just gonna go back to the stocks and see what's going on there. Now I could spend, you know, a lot longer researching this, but what I like to do is I just depends on what time I get up. If I get up at like 4, I'll take a lot longer researching, but if I get up a little later, I just take a few minutes, check out the market, see what it's doing. Um, it's 8:10. I might hop on this. Or OKLO. But I did actually have a couple of other things that I saw this morning. We had some information about gold shares. Stock news. That one should be fine. So we had some information on gold shares. Okay, so according to Yahoo Finance, it's saying that gold's value has doubled in the past 3 years. Gold prices are up more than 40% this year, far outpacing the S&P's 10% gain. Oh, even Bitcoin, which has enjoyed a record-hitting year thanks to the Trump administration's embrace, has been left in the yellow speckled dust with a mere 20% gain. So, according to Yahoo Finance, as of today at 7 a.m., when I clicked this article, pulled it up, it was saying gold shares were up, and it was saying that gold has. Nope, not going to say that. That's paraphrasing. Gold's doing well. I mean, looking at this chart, you can see where it's continuing to go up. Okay, so there were some other things that I wanted to go over. More investors want public private. Hmm. Morningstar is doing a few things. I hadn't read this article yet. So I guess Morningstar is trying to create, or has created, what did it say? Uh, is the first to combine public and private equity exposure in one index. Okay, so Morningstar has developed a benchmark to reflect the trend. So Morningstar has developed um, is it a software? I believe it's a software that combines the private sector and the public sector. It seems to be AI driven. Of course, you're more than welcome to read this article. It's CNBC. More investors want public and private assets in the portfolio. There's a benchmark to track this combo. And you can always go through and, read this yourself. From my understanding, that's what they're doing. but always fact check your own stuff. This stuff changes constantly and it could be misread. You know, I'll do my best to provide proper information, but I... Okay, so we'll move on from this. Wall Street's record rise spurs growth of covered call strategies. Hang on, gotta check the stocks real quick. You're not gonna see that, but I am. Always be checking your stocks while you're doing your research. Especially if you're in a trade. I don't know, Oracle's looking still up 30%, 31%. Literally. Okay, well, we did have some of the traders in the group calling on Oklo. Let's take a peek at Oklo. High sell. I mean, it has some interest. It's $75 a share. I mean, it gets expensive. Now, I mean, these numbers could possibly view. Um, oops. Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, um, I need to check the Discord again, see what's going on. And hello, hello. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I got you. So I was looking at Oklo right now. Are you currently in a trade with Oklo? Okay, so we've got a fellow trader in the group right now in Oklo. So we might uh take a few more minutes to check out the stock and chart it up a little bit. Mm, Fiddle, pardon me, I gotta fiddle with a couple of settings in here. But it's still a little entertaining. Some movement there. Okay, so I was looking at Oracle this morning. It was up 30%, 31. It's been up 31 most of the morning. That was one I was definitely debating on getting in on. And then Okay. Uh, I was kind of thinking that it was gonna be a little different this morning, I guess, in the market. Um, I'm seeing where Oracle surges on AI cloud, is creating some optimism. That's probably why the stock is sparking right now. Sparking, spiking. Mm. Do you want me to try to set up the Discord so that they can hear you? Because I still don't have your volume through coming through. No, it's Oh no, it's fine. I still haven't set it up to where the chat's coming through the Discord. So, unfortunately, guys, you can't hear the other half of this conversation. What he was saying, did, what did you say about the price of crude oil a second ago? Okay, so uh, it's looking like crude oil is going to open at 1.7% or so. Um, was looking. So, what time? Let me just pull up the market. Um, s- I see online where it's saying that S&P 500 was down, but I want to verify that information with my own. Okay, yeah, so that's not correct. According to my account on Webull, it says the S&P is up 27%, Dow Jones is up 43, and SDAQ is up. Okay, point. I'm gonna start over. S&P is up 0.27%. Dow Jones is up 0.43%, and SDAQ is up 0.37%. Shenzhen is up 0.38, and Shanghai is up 0.13. I usually work in the American market because I know the company's a little better. Um, but if you do, I guess would it be global trading? This might interest you. Okay, so let's go back to our trades. Really debating on Oracle, jumping in on it. Oracle upgrade to buy from. No, that's fine. I get that. She's popping back up. 100,000. Volume. Let's swap over to um to oh, I apologize, guys. I had meant to switch back to the Weeble, so I still had the page up. Okay, so what I wanted to do was I wanted to check out Thinkorswim. I wanted to pull up Oracle on it, check the volume, compare the differences, um, and all that. He mm, visualize. Ah, this is great. Thank you, View. I will definitely get in here and do some customizing with this. Okay, let's just take a peek at some of this stuff while I got the chart up. NVIDIA up 1.44%. AVGO down 2.64. AMD up 2.93. I wonder why AVGO is down, but AMD and NVIDIA are both up. Hmm. ASML is about up. Google's up. Google Alphabet Inc. A and Alphabet Inc. C. Does Google have multiple stocks for its Meta up, Amazon up, Apple down, Microsoft very little change, up technically 4%. Oh, Tesla up 16.16%. 0.16. Looks like some of the healthcare sectors are um, going down a little bit at this moment, as I see um, ISRG, which I believe is a medical company, Intuitive Surgical, but they are down 0.53%. Well, let's talk about what's up. CSCO at 0.70%. App Lovin Corp. That's one I've never heard of. APP App. They're up 2%. You know what? I've never checked out this stock, so I want to take a look at it. APP. We'll switch over there so you guys can see what I'm doing. APP. Oracle. Okay, we'll come back to that. AppLovin Corp. Oh, hello. Let's check you out. Okay, so that's your 5-year up. And you looking pretty good. I'll add this one to my list. I'm gonna add a call out to the Discord. So if you all will bear with me. Yeah, I will definitely come back to this one. Let's see what's your monthly trend? Nice. Moving up. She started at 46, 469, so drop like 20 bucks. Then up 100. Up $100 in what was it, 5 days? Yep, so this stock APP, which I've never heard of before until today, is up or has gone up 100 bucks per share this past week. This since last week. Because I don't have the exact day that it started to go up. It did take a little dip right here, but she recovered. Okay, let's go back to Oracle because that is what we were looking at earlier. Meta. So, when you guys are looking for a stock, what do you guys look for? I don't know if I ever okay, well, a nice move upside. Hello. Yeah, that was. Well, now I'm getting FOMO. I wasn't, but I am now. Got large buy interest. More buy than sell. See, they're trying to get it 75.85. Hmm, feel like they will. What is that? So I put a buy in for 100 units of Oklo on a paper trade. 75.80. I will. Though I am debating on pulling this up a little. 85, 90. It's fluctuating 5 cents. So if I'm gonna resubmit this because I'm not in the right time period. 74. So my goal is to try to catch this stock when it dips right here for just a second and then goes back up. Am I close enough? Yeah. But there's a chance it might not. It might just keep going up. Okay, so we got 75.96, 81, 81, 76. This is not exactly where I would usually put a line, but I just want to keep track of this uh, price right here for just a minute. I'll move it later. It's just to help me out right now. Because it kind of looks like it's becoming a support line. Let's go to the 1 minute. Where did my stocks go? Yeah, it is. 2 minute. Hmm. Yeah, okay, so it is a support line for the 1 and the 2 minutes. So if that's the case, then we'll pop up here at the bottom of the support line. 84, 85. All right. Now we sell 76. Ah, there we go. All right. So we made 20 bucks off that trade. So that was just for buying 100 units of OKLO for 70. Oops. Record your trade. I need to record my trade, so pardon me, guys. Oops. I dropped my pen. Good thing I've got another. Okay. Okay, so we bought 100 units of Oklo for 75.85. Then we sold 100 units of Oklo for 76.05. So, and that would be $20 profit. Okay. So, the question is, do we want to get into another trade on Oklo specifically? It looks like it's a good, it looks like it's, um, would be good for another trade, but I'm a little leery because I have been unlucky. Double dipping or triple dipping. The triple dip has got me. Triple dip has got me bad, but the double dip is sometimes okay. QS, RIP, for after, recovery after yesterday, dip eyes on it. Triple dip. Triple dip is FOMO. Yeah, yeah, the triple dip is absolutely FOMO. I was like, you make good on it twice, and you're like, oh, I could just get it a third time. It'll be fine. No. Well, I could be, but not in my experience. Okay, so we're at 76.18. So the benefit of the last trade that I was in, I was literally in it for just a couple of minutes, and that was 20 bucks. You know, if you work a living wage, you can't make 20 bucks in 2 minutes. I mean, well, depending on what you're doing, you could, but regular people, we're not making 20 bucks in 2 minutes. Okay, 76.20. Let's pop this line up. Mm, maybe there. Check the 5 minutes. And she. All right, guys, we're gonna go in for a second round on OKLO. Okay, so I think we could probably get in at 76.16. We're gonna buy. Nope, 76 to 1 minute. $76.10. Yeah, I'm thinking 76.19's gonna be. Oh, wait. Is she still doing on the 5 minutes? No, we're okay. 76 even. I bet I could snag this at 76 real quick before it pops up again. She's turning red on the 5 minutes, so I'm gonna wait a second or two or even several minutes. Um, and then I might get back in on this trade. Just reading a post from earlier. I don't think I actually finished reading it. It says Oracle ORCL upgraded to buy from neutral at City price target raised to 410, was 240, uh, and more data coming. Okay, 75.80. Because I'm happy that I waited a second because I would be down right now. And the more experienced traders, older traders, whatever you want to call them, people who know what they're doing more than I do, keep telling me there's nothing wrong with not getting into the trade because you didn't lose any money. So don't let FOMO get to you. We're all going to do great. And where are we on the 5 minute? 75.80. 2 minute. Okay, I'm going to put in at 75.80 for another 100 GTC. Okay, yeah, we're good. And then after this trade, we're going to follow our rules and we're not going to hop on Oklo again because third time's the charm. 46.10. Of course, don't let that dissuade you from hopping in on a trade on Oklo today. Um, just following my own rules. Okay, so I put in this buy at 75.80, but right now she's about 15 cents above what I had put in. 75.94. I'm not gonna get it if I don't pull up. 23.80. Well, okay, that's not true. We're just gonna pull up the bottom of what are the bars called on the stocked chart? They're just bars? So when you're looking at the chart, you have the horizontal, vertical. You have the vertical bars that are red or green. Do they have an actual name? I've always just called them bars. Candle! Candle! Yes. Yeah, no, I knew that word. I was like, I was just blanking for a second. Okay, so we're at, I'm not blonde anymore. Pink. Pink moment. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. I am. I'm halfway through my cup, buddy. And it's not enough. Well, look at you, Mr. Fancy. Well, there you go. QB, yeah, QBTS. So we just had a call out in the Discord about QBTS, so I'm gonna pop it down on one of my lower charts so I can keep this up. Okay, wait, sell. Put a sell in real quick. Where do we want to sell at? Could probably get it at 70. We gotta hurry. 76.11. Put the sell up. 75.94. So, okay. I was worried for a second I wasn't looking at the charts and that it dipped on me, but it's okay. We did. Let's not be greedy. Let's just pop that down right there to the top of that uh, candle, 76.08, and we'll see if we can get a quick sell off of that. Oh, don't do that. I'd have got it if I'd made the adjustment a couple seconds earlier. Let's see what she does. Let's check the 5 minute real quick. The 5 minute saying 76.10 there. Mm, Okay, come on. Go back up to 76.08. That would make me very happy. 76. Come on. Come on. 5 minute candle. Why? Fine. Okay, let's see. How much? Mm, okay, fine. Have it your way, stock. We'll go 76 even. 84, 98, 94, 98. Would like to get out of this trade soon so that I can check out QBTS. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Why does it look like that? No, my candles are green. I don't know why they're black on the screen. No, that is weird. Like the red candles are normal, but yeah, no, I don't know why it's doing that. That's hmm. Did it just start doing that? Let me. I could have swore they were normal earlier. That's weird. Hmm. No, my my candles are green on my screen. Oh, come on. You went to 75.99 and didn't even give me a piece. Look, really? It's like 1 penny off. Not on this paper trade, which I have looked into like okay, I'm gonna pull it up right here. I don't have so when I go to my regular trade, this is where I do the editing. This little section right here by the one. It does not allow me to edit. So if there is another way to edit, I would love to find that out because it's not the same as in my regular trading. I'm trying to add a stop loss and things to this trade uh, app right here in Weeble. I just, well, I mean, my regular um, account is fine. I have it set up all the way I like. It's just I I don't see an option on this paper trade to do that. Uh, Perhaps you could help me with it at some point. Yeah, I think that would be great. View pointed out that what we were talking a little bit about trading without stop losses. And he is right, and I do want to make sure that I am emphasizing this. You need a stop loss. If you don't want to lose your money, you need a stop loss. If you want to hold on to the stock for long term or for a swing or whatever, uh, you may not need one, but like if you're scalping, you do need a stop loss. See, like this is paper trade, and I've said this yesterday, and I'll say it again today. This is different. This is not my money. I don't have the paper trade set up perfectly, um, so I don't have the stop loss on there. But if I had it set up the way I have my regular account set up, I would have a stop loss on this, um, and it would have saved me right here from this dip because I was talking and not paying attention, and now it's dipped to 75 where I bought it at 75.94. It's down to 75.80. But yeah, so a stop loss would protect you from this kind of a, oh, and see, it's just getting worse. It's proving my point. Stop losses are important. Let's see if I can make a recovery on this one. I've been in this trade longer than I wanted to be. I wanted to go ahead and check out QBTS, but I should really be paying attention to this. if I want to make any money off of it. 75, 85, come on, you can do it. Okay, well, I'll keep that up, but I will scroll down a little bit to QBTS. Keep it to where I can see what's going on, but you see the bottom chart? It's small, but you can still see it. Okay, so let me check the Discord real quick and see what the call out for QBTS was. I don't remember. Over 1630? Nice. Okay, and we're getting close to our. So we're back up at my. Are we past my buy? Yeah, we're a little past my buy point. So I might be able to offload this one soon. Did I say that? And then you're just like, ha ha, we're gonna make you a liar. Okay, like I said, I've been in this trade a little longer than I wanted to be, but we're gonna see it through. So if I were trading this with a stop loss, 75.94 is what I paid for the stocks. So I don't know if I'd want to lose $5 a share. Oh wait, that wouldn't be $5 a share because that's, yeah. I would probably put my stop loss somewhere around here, which would still, I mean, I'd still be losing. Actually, maybe I wouldn't. I'd probably put my stop loss somewhere around here, a little closer, because I could probably deal with a 20-cent loss. I don't want to take I don't want to take an 80 or 90-cent loss on stocks if I don't have to. But if I don't get out of this one soon, this one will be. 75.50 was the low right here. 75.99 was what my target sell. 75.58, 75.80. Let's check the 5 minutes real quick. So I mean we're up. No, not up. We're green on the 5 minute. The 2 minute. I have not moved this line since my first trade, but it still is a little bit has been a little bit useful. Ooh, 75, 85. And that is where I wanted to buy it at originally. But I got a teeny bit of FOMO. I pulled my price up and I paid 75.94 for it instead. But if I hadn't gotten FOMO, I would have been able to get it at the price I wanted and scalp it. So FOMO is bad. FOMO is bad. Ooh, ooh, hello. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No. What do you look like in 5 minutes? I'm gonna watch the 5 minute chart for a minute. So it switched back to green. That's good. Okay, so after we get ourselves out of this trade, it's 9 o'clock. So it's 9:09 actually. But we're gonna wait, follow our rule, 9:30, and then we'll go and see if we can get in another trade after we get out of this one. We're gonna try to get out green, so okay. So another option. So something to remember, guys, is to always try to be preserving your cash. You know, cash preservation. It's one of the biggest rules, I guess, as being a stock trader. So like I said, the stop loss would have helped me minimize losses right here because I would have already been out of this trade once it started to dip. Um, oh, I guess I probably would have set my stop loss somewhere right here maybe. So but it does save you from when it, you know, drops straight down. But of course, the goal in this is always to make money, not to lose it. So if you find yourself in a terrible trade, just get out. Don't hang on and wait and see what happens. I've said a couple of times I should already be out of this trade. I'm still in it, but I should be out of it. Just debating on whether or not I want to take the loss or whether I want to buy a few more units at a cheaper price and try to flip them real quick. So there's benefit and negative to that. If I buy a few more units, I get my shares for cheaper. It offsets my loss a little bit, and then if I sell, I make the profit on 200 shares versus 100 shares. But if right as I buy that second set of units, the stock tanks, then I am in even more of a loss. If she were going a little more green, I might try to buy a couple hundred units, but I think I'm probably just going to take a loss on this and move on. But I'm going to watch it for a couple more minutes before I make that decision. Do I say, not as I do? Yes, do as I say, not as I do. It's mostly just technical issues that I'm having with the platforms right now. And I will get those corrected soon, and I will be doing it the proper trading way. So So as far as like mechanical issues, I have missed out on trades, like, not getting into trade soon enough or putting it in as a day and not a good till close. Because depending on what time the market you're trading in the market. Okay, I'm gonna correct that. I was just corrected. I'm one at the extended market is what I'm looking for. See, I have this time in forest, GTC. It's now I could put it today because it's not, but yeah, good till cancel. Sorry, I said close, didn't I? But then I also have the extended hours on too. But yeah, so mechanical issues. Mechanical issues are one of the biggest problems with new traders. I've dealt with them many times myself and still deal with them, as you guys have seen. And it could just be, putting it in as a day trade whenever you're not trading in the daytime hours or the regular stock business hours. It could be not putting a stop loss on. Um, I need to watch this trade a little close, a little more closely. And she's consolidating. Okay, but yeah, so just you need to make sure you know how the platform works, how to put the trade in properly, those basic things. People are smart, and you can look at the charts and you can check it out and make good decisions on what to invest in or buy. But if you don't know how to use the software, you're probably going to lose all your money anyway, because you're going to miss out on the good opportunities when it's about to shoot up. You buy in a little too late, and then you're the one that's taking the losses. So it's just always good to know how to trade on your platform and just try to get really familiar with it. I have a feeling this is going to be. I'm not going to say that. Nope, that's bad luck. Hate it when I'm right. I don't hate it when I'm right. I sometimes hate it when I'm right. Okay, so this seems to be the new resistance line um, for the 1 minute chart that I'm looking at. So looking at the past several minutes, it does not look like we're getting any large spikes, and that's what I would need to uh, truly make some profit on that. So we're just going to go ahead and take the loss and move on to a different stock. So let's see, we got 62 and 84, 76. Just chart out. Ugh, green. Pull to 75.80. Took it 2 minutes. I may need to dip 5 cents, but gonna wait a minute because the 2 minute, the top of the 5 minute chart is okay. Okay, what? Yes. Okay, we're out. So I chart that. Okay, so my two trades, when I add them together for the day, I did take a loss in the second trade, but the profits from my first trade still keep me up for the day. So, um, okay, so we have hung out on Oklo for a while today, and it could still be good for another scalp. But I'm going to take a peek at QBTS, because that was called out earlier, and I didn't really get to look at it. 1630 is that was our goal, I believe. 1625, that's about 5 cents off. Looks like, oh hey, is it Danielle who called that out? She's spot on the money. Six twenty-five, 27. Yeah, that is so weird that my candles are black. Hmm. Okay, it's 9:19. We're gonna follow our rules and not follow my rule and not trade till 9:30 because it's a rule of mine. So, if you guys give me just a few minutes, I'll be right back. I'll put the stocks up. Let me pull up the heat chart. Well, I guess what would we like to see as the background screen? Um, on breaks. Oh, come on. There we are. So that'll be Thinkorswim. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and pull up the Thinkorswim platform. I've got the heat map up and um, one of my Bitcoin watch list and my Bitcoin adjacent watch list up too, so you guys can look at that. Be right back. Okie dokie, guys. I am back. And let's go back to Weeble and look for another trade to get in. Hmm. Okay, QBTS. 5 minutes, 1 minute. You know what? Let's look at Nvidia. I had some news. 9:30. Okay. 52-week low for UVIX. It is down to 1071 per share as of 9:30. Yep. Don't get FOMO. Let's see, where would I? Okay, this stock is moving very quickly. Could be good for a scalp, but I'm going to allow the professionals to trade this one right now. Yeah, I think I'm. Okay, if I'm unsure, I should just look at something else. BNZI. Oh, BBAI. 5 days. 2 minutes. $4.85. 484. What's the 5 minutes look like? Could probably get it at 84 or not. 486. I think we're gonna go in on at 486. Buy 100 units. Okay, so when I set up this trade, if I were on my regular trade, I would have done stop loss, take profit and made my adjustments. So I own, so now we're gonna sell. We're gonna try to sell at 490. Ooh, ooh, we're so close. Come on, you can do it. And come on, come on. It's like right there. Okay, we're gonna exit off. Oh, okay. So it's already took it. It just hasn't processed it. Okay, cool. So we were in that trade real quick for BBAI. We bought 100 units at See, we bought 100 units, it's 486. We sold them for 490. Okay. So it was a nice quick trade to get in. I could have held off for 91 or 92, but I made my money and that's what is important. Okay. And then let me check the chat. Sorry guys. My friend is a real chivalrous guy, but he hates the stock market. When I ask him why, he said a real gentlemen prefer bonds. I, this is my friend. My friend is a real chivalrous guy. He hates the stock market. When I asked him why, he says real gentlemen prefer bonds. Wolf new 52-week high, up 4.17%. Wolf is. I'm going to verify this before I say this about Wolf. Because I believe Wolf is a Bitcoin adjacent company. I'm using the term adjacent to refer to companies that don't actually mine, but they do profit off of the mining of Bitcoin. Let me make sure that they are not an actual mining company. Yes. Yes, TeraWolf is a publicly traded company that was founded to be an environmentally conscious Bitcoin mining company. Okay, so it is not Bitcoin adjacent, it is Bitcoin. So I'm happy I looked that up. I didn't want to give you guys incorrect information. Let me pull up my Bitcoin section and see what's going on there. Oh, so HUT is up 5 point. It's moving. It's up more than 5% though. CLSK is. These are fluctuating too quickly for me to call out, so I'm just going to give you a rough estimate. Okay, so HUT was up 5%, CLSK was up 2%, CEP was up 2%, Wolf is up 5%, almost 6 now. Now it's 6. Let's pull up Wolf. Mara, that's another good one. That one's up 1%. IBIT is up 2. MSTX is up 3. CON's up 1. CONL is up 2. MSTR almost 2. And Riot's up almost 5. The one that's really interesting me is Wolf right now, because she is spiking. See where she was at 1016, no, 1068. 50 cents a share if you bought it here. More so if you bought it here or here. Let's go back down to QS real quick. I think this one's moving slow enough that I can get in. You can make so much money on the stocks that are just, bouncing all over the place. But you need to know what you're doing. If you're not ready for that, don't hop in. Hmm. 94s, 95. Looks like I could probably get in at 90. That's not- Referring to the cent amount, not the dollar amount. It's only trading at 1084 right now. Mm, I'm just gonna wait to get on this trade. I say that and the next minute goes over and it looks better. 1087. Let's go 100 units at 87. Buy. It's day, so it should go through. Okay, and let's put a sell. Might have just been a bad moment to buy. Let's go 1095. It's okay though. So the benefit, of course, say it again, the stop losses. They're important. So I would have a stop loss right in here. That way, if it went doot, I wouldn't be out too much. I'm gonna put a red bar right here um, to imitate where I would put my stop loss at. Mm, yeah, we'll just make it a regular red bar. Hopefully I don't get... Okay. What? Change the color, yo. Thank you. Okay, so this is where my stop loss would be. Um, so I wanted to sell at... I'm gonna put a sell in at 95. Well, I might be taking a loss on this one. Okay, so right here, there's my pretend stop loss. So what would have happened right here is it would have kicked me, and I wouldn't have lost any more than 7 cents a share. Okay, so now it's going down. Mm, okay, so she is. Ooh, let's look at the 5 minute. Another place that I might have put my stop loss would be right here, depending on how badly I wanted to stay in this trade. Um, if it hits 1065, I'm gonna sell at 1065. Don't do it. Just go back up. Don't do it. Oh, 66, 70. Okay, but also what would have happened right there if I'd set the stop loss there would have hit my stop loss, it would have sold, and then it would have went back up a little bit. But I mean, honestly, that might not have been the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. I shouldn't say it like that. Losing a little bit of money and not making a bunch of profit is is better than losing a bunch of money and also not making any profit. Okay, she's down below 65. I want out. Okay, I'm out. Mm. See, I went in Wolf when it was up 5%. Now it's only up 3%. I need to record that trade. So give me a moment, guys. See, what did I buy in Wolf at? It is easier to remember uh, what you just traded if you write it down while you're in the trade or when you start the trade. Since I'm only doing one trade at a time, I can remember what I bid in at. So the sell was 65. Okay, so it's 946. So one of my rules about trading at 9:30, um, sometimes I do miss out on some of the early morning spikes when it spikes right at 9:30, and it kind of sucks or doesn't feel great, but I've learned before 9:30 seems to be a little bit of a different animal than after 9:30. So I think I just rather personally would rather just uh take my chances after after that time. Sorry, I'm watching the stock and getting a little bit distracted watching it because I don't think I'm gonna jump back in on Wolf. And as I say that, it starts to turn green. Okay, so let's check out some of the stocks we were looking at earlier today. Mm, Oracle got a little peak right here at about 946. So 2 minutes ago, it hit a nice little peak and it's starting to go down. So congrats to you if you got into that trade before that, and hopefully you've already made your money off of it. Okay, what else? We're looking at QBTS. That's down there, but we'll just pull it up here. QBTS. That one was moving very quickly earlier, and it slowed down some. Sixteen, 17, 16, 18. I have no charting for you right now. Out of ORCL green. SoFi. Stop that on ORCL real green. Nice. Yeah. SoFi. Let's take a peek at SoFi. Well, look at you, honey. You still in a trade on SoFi? I'm just looking at one of the traders' trades. Nice. Yeah, that's the kind of green we like to see. Okay. Um, so something that we do in the Discord, and I'm sure other stock trading Discords are like this, but this is the only one I'm in. So what we do is we post pictures of our trades, and you can see where, what someone made off of, what it did throughout the day, and profits, losses, so on and so forth. I'm in SoFi. Okay. It's 9:52. Where'd you buy in, if you don't mind me asking? 26. Okay, so I'm just looking at the stock, trying to decide a good point to hop in on the trade. Maybe I won't. I'll just have to watch it and see. Stop losses on ORC trade save me profit. Don't scalp without using a stop loss. Um, yeah, he's absolutely right. You shouldn't scalp without using a stop loss. I'm still in the paper trade account, and I want to keep saying that, guys. I'm not losing money on these trades right now, but I could be. 52-week high, NBIS, up 4.11%. We're going to come back to QBS, but let's take a peek at NBIS while we're thinking about it. Oh yeah, look at that. What are you at there? Okay, so went from 89 to 99. Yeah, what's a 5-minute candle look like? Totally green. Minute, 2-minute. 2-minute candle's red. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go back to SoFi. 2644. 5 minute kind of look like. Looks like AVGO is up 6.5%. ARQQ. That one's up 3.24%. I'm sorry, I'm just looking to see what you guys can see on the trade uh, um, app. Whatever, the little, my list, my watch list. Ah, words. They escape me sometimes. The 1 minute, 2 minute. Oh, something I said earlier on one of my first streams this week, and I want to correct it. I said that you can't just set a 2 minute to Weeble for the charts. That's not true. Um, I knew that wasn't true, but for some reason I was thinking that I couldn't do it because it wasn't already set up. But that was just a ID10 problem for me, and I did figure it out. And as you can see, I have been clicking 2 minutes throughout the day, and it is a feature. It does work, so you can do it. Let's um well, I'll leave that up, but I do want to take a peek at a couple of other things. I want to see what NAK is doing. Let's see, went up to 83.01 today, below of 81.01. I would really like to see you hit the 90s again. Let's see, BTC. I'm checking these things because on my real account I actually have money invested in these companies, so I would like to see them succeed. We're at 50.51. Okay. We're just... I'm debating on whether I want to... I've made profit on BTC right now. I'm just debating on whether I want to switch over to my regular account and sell. The high was 50.69. Let's pull BTC up here. We'll come back to SoFi. Okay. Okay, so the high was 50.69. I mean, I've got her down here, so It's 10 o'clock. Okay, we're gonna do it. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Okay, so we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna go to BTC real quick. We're gonna offload those shares. Um, sell it. Okay, you can see my trade. This looks way different than the paper trading when I do this. So we're just gonna go ahead and offload this because I'm getting tired of holding on to it. I just bought a share just to see what it did, but I think I'm tired of waiting on it. Now, I've heard that Bitcoin's going to shoot up, and yes, it might, but I would just like to free up a little bit more in this account so that I can uh, do some more trading in it. So we're just going to go ahead, readjust that. Oh, and it took it immediately. Okay, so we're out of that one. Let's go back to the paper trading. Go back to SoFi. How did I check that? So BTC, I've had it for, I don't even know. I should go, I need to write that BTC trade down. And one. So the goal is to get this paper trade set up the way my actual trading account is set up. And then I'll be doing the stop losses and all that. But I would also like to do some regular trading on my account uh, very soon. Because I haven't been doing much trading in it since I've been doing the paper trades instead. I don't want to be in trades on multiple platforms yet. The goal is maybe to be able to trade on multiple all at once, but um, I'm just gonna work on perfecting my single trading right now. That was weird. Did you guys see it pull my screen down? Let's see, so we got 15,000, 16,000 now, 2620. So it keeps hitting 2620. Let's pull just 26.34. We want 26.20. And I'm just gonna adjust this one up. Ah, crap, I'm on the 5 minutes. No, that's fine. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Actually, I want to go ahead and mark this. That way, while I'm watching it, should it change while I don't have it zoomed out, I can still keep track of this point. I don't know if we're going to get into this trade, but we are going to watch it and see what it does. There we go. So earlier today, this was the resistance line, and it broke, so I just wanted to mark that resistance line again so I can keep track how close to that point it is getting. Oh, did I just move that? I'm gonna lock this line, I swear. Lock. There we go. Now nobody can move it. Not even me. Haha. Alright, it's 10:07. We're still watching SoFi. Let's check the Discord. Oh, what's Apple doing? What do you do? Oh, my Apple. Hello. Did you make somebody mad? 2:30 to 2. I guess it could be worse. The cell is slimming down. Hmm. CCJ. Let's check out that stock. Another, you know, another stock thrown out there by Lori. I'm gonna add this to my list. It's already on my list. Okay, never mind. I just haven't traded in this one, so I am unfamiliar with how it flows. So let's go to the 5-year. I mean, it's up. 1 year. Yep, we're still up. 6 month. It's got an upward trend. It's got some low points. 68. And then 69. 3 months. So it hit a low of 69 in the past 3 months. 67 to 69. Last 1 month. Okay, so dipped 68. And then 1 month, yeah. 5 days. And the low the past 5 days would be 74.63. So yeah, I think this is a pretty decent stock currently. in my opinion. $80.67. What time is it? 10:23? Hmm. I could get another trade today, guys, but I've already gotten into one, two, three, four, technically five if you count my sell, but it's I didn't buy it the same day as I sold it, so it's not a full trade, it's like a half trade. Correct me on my wording if I didn't say that right. Um, View, if you're watching. 80.73. Yeah, I mean, I can see where there is plenty of profit potential right here. Any of these, this whole area, you got her here, this would have been good. See if you bought her there at 77.02, be 78.03, you made $1 profit per stock, per unit. Right here, 77.06, 70, yeah, 77, so approximately $2 profit right there. So this one would have been a good one to scalp today. 77 to 80. So $3 on, at least $3 on that shift. But let's go back to SoFi and see what she is doing. Okay, so SoFi is down a little bit. Well, it's down from 26.87 to 25.93. She's moving up a little bit right here. Check the 1 minute. Come on, go green. Oklo on the move. Cha-ching. Let's take a peek at Oklo. Oh, well, hello again. Okay, so let's talk about what we did earlier. So we were in an Oklo trade, two Oklo trades earlier today. So our first Oklo trade we bought at 75.85. So we're 75.85. Um, so our first Oklo trade, we bought it right there. I'm gonna make this line purple. Okay. So if we had stayed in this trade and not sold at 75.80, there. Wait, no. 75.95, sorry. Then we could have lost 75 cents a share, possibly, with no stop loss. And if we had stayed in the trade, that particular trade, we could have profited $1. I bought it at 75.95. So, about $1 per share. So the potential loss was 75 cents and the potential gain was $1. So, weigh those odds and don't trade without a stop loss. Unless you want to keep the stock for long or swing. But you could still do a stop loss, or you could still do a swing with a stop loss just in case. You would just need to set it a little wider than the scalp trading. Okay, so let's talk about our second trade that we got into. Mm, So the first trade was 75.85, sold at 76.05, and our second trade, which was a loss, we got in at 75.95. So where is that? So move this to 75.95, and we can see how this trade would have went if we'd stayed in it. Okay, so like I said, we took a loss. We sold at 75.80, which is this blue bar. But what happened? So time is that? 9:51. So when we got out of that last Oklo trade, we were here. So all of this happened later. So if I had stayed in that trade, I bought at 75.95 right there. So it dipped 75.07. So that would have been a 92-cent loss. No, about a 90-cent loss. I'm not going to do all the little measurements. This is just to see how it would have gone. And then I sold at 75.85, which was a loss. But if I had stayed in, like I said, I could have lost almost a dollar, not quite, but almost. And I could have gained 95 to 76.70. I could have gained almost a dollar. So the second trade that I decided to get out of, I could have profited from it if I had stayed in. Didn't want to, wanted to move on. But if I had had a stop loss set, I could have put a stop loss on, pulled this down to a lower chart, and done trading on a different one. And then just kind of kept an eye on it, which I wouldn't suggest if you're new. You, it's better to pay attention to one trade than to try to make money off of three and mess all of them up. 75.56. Ooh, dicks down. Oh, so if I stopped out red. I mean, you had good thing you had the stop loss on there. I know that you don't trade without them or anything like that. Dicks down to 15.87. Gonna go ahead and delete this line because it's not important, and I don't want to confuse myself later on. And then we'll adjust this one back to where it was. Maybe. Mm, Scroll down a little, see what QBTS is doing. Sorry, I was just catching up on the Discord, seeing what all the trades everyone was in. Apple may be disappointing some traders today. Let's go back to Oracle. We last looked at it, it was like right here. Wait, what time is it? 9:50. Actually, no, it was right here. So we stopped looking at Oracle when it started to go down right here. So we went to check something else, and while we were gone, it came back up and consolidated a little bit, and then came back up again, and now it's dipping back down. But it still has not dipped down to where it dipped before. This line right here is not the most accurate. It's just a placeholder in my brain. So if I were going to get into the trade, the thing that I would be thinking about is whether or not it's dipped down here, and it hasn't. So I would probably get in this trade. It's like 9 minutes till 10:30. Um, but of course, I'd watch it for a little bit to see what it does. I just pulled it back up. I like to watch a stock for a few minutes before bidding on it because I tend to make improper choices, bad stock choices. I'll just say it when I don't see what it's doing because it'll look good and then all of a sudden, it dips on me. Um, I think we'll probably just check out this stock, maybe a couple others if I see something interesting, in case you guys are wanting to get in on something. I mean, ASTS is up 2.96%, 97 as I clicked it. 38. So it's trading at 38.04. Got some buy interest. You guys shouldn't be able to see this. I'm going to make an adjustment to the chart because I want that separate. I don't want the volume to overlap. For right now, I'm gonna make the background a different color and see if maybe it allows you guys to see these green candles because I realize you can't right now. So on my other chart, I have it set to where my volume is below the chart. I would like to get this set up the same way. But I don't see it, so I'm going to work some on it offline. All right, it's 10:25. You guys can see the stocks now. Hopefully it was not so hard to see earlier. Okay, so ASTS was just one that we were looking at. We'll just kind of bob around the market, see what's going on. Oracle still up 38%, so mm, and she still hasn't hit the first dip, even the top of the first dip. So um, could still be some good trading. I see that it's going down right now. Let me zoom in a little bit. Go to the 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna zoom out a little bit. 5 minute candle's green. So is the 2 minute and the one. No. Okay, 5 minutes still green. 2 minute is red. MSTX. Okay, yeah, so money to be made off of this stock today. Wasn't one that caught our attention early enough, but that's all right. We did other trading. ERX. I can see where some profit could have been made, but I can also see where you could have lost some money on it for a while. But in this case, and not always the case, but if you held on, you could have made it back. I'm not saying you did, but you could have. So what's another one that was moving? AVGO. Did we already look at that? Yeah, AVGO is up. I think we already talked about that one. This one, I mean, you most likely made profit on it because it's had a pretty good day. So did Oracle, with the exception of this point right here. And ARQQ do. It wasn't straight up, but it's definitely had a good day. Oxy, I haven't checked out Oxy. Ooh, look at you. You spiked 45 to 46, so you went up $1. AM's had a pretty decent day. Now Zim, up and down. So you could have sold Zim at 13.55 earlier today. IMCC, that one hit $2. Low of $1.58. So these are kind of a lot closer to the trades that I normally get into. I like to be able to buy several hundred units, at least 100, and these are the trades that I look for. Something like this. Now, this isn't exactly a perfect one, but it's, you see where it's moving up and it's moving down. I could have bought a couple hundred shares for $1.58, made less than, but almost 50 cents profit on it, and that would have been good. OGI. Okay, let me see if there's anything else impressive in the market today, before I hop off. CLSK, what are you doing? Mm, yeah, I can see where this one could have been a good one today. Could have scalped it right here. Uh, Coming in at 9.82 and then selling it at 10.15, or selling it later at 10.19 for 3 extra cents. Okay, so anything else? Anything else? Oh, we've already looked at Wolf. We'll pull it up again. So we did get into a Wolf trade, yes. So we got into a Wolf trade. We bought at 10.85. This one was a loss, but I showed you guys an example where I would have had my stop loss at, and I showed you what happened when, because there was no stop loss, and I continued to watch it, and that was, I think right here. Mm, I believe this is where we were. Anyway, so it dipped. It's come back up. Um, but this would have been very unfortunate for me, to lose that much on it, because that's what. So I bought in at, shoot, I bought in at 10.85. So I bought in here, and it dipped all the way down to 10.40. So that's 40 cents a share loss that I could have lost real cash by trading this stock today without a stop loss and without getting out. So like I said, I keep saying it, but I keep saying it because I don't have it on my screen right now. We'll get it on there. I won't have to keep repeating it. Um, but yeah, don't trade without a stop loss. It's not good. Not unless you want to hold on to it. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So I think that is it for me today. We got into one, two, three, four, technically 4.5 trades today, if you include that sell from earlier. Um, so I think that that was a good day of trading. It overall, we came out green for the day. We got into 3 trades that, if I had had proper stop losses and take profits, I would have made green on those, because there were opportunities where it went above where I bought it, and if I had just had a stop loss to tighten up, I could have sold, or I could have made green on that. So these last 3 trades that I did not make green on is most likely because I had no stop loss. But fortunately, my first trade earlier today was able to make enough profit to cover the loss of the other 3. But I mean, if you look at it, if you're doing that, you might as well you might as well just take 20 bucks and hand the stock market 15 and keep 5. Because, okay, I guess that you might as well ask the stock market for 20 bucks and then hand them back 15. You made 5, yes, but improper trading costs you money and you could have made 20. Anyway, okay, so enough of me rambling. I hope that you guys had a good day trading, and I hope that everybody is successful in their trades for the rest of the day and, you know, really forever, but I'll be back, so I'll get to see how it goes. Anyway, so I hope that everyone has a good one, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye.